Hey there, Discover Family Church. Pastor Johnny here for another devotion. We're going to continue on in our study of Matthew, and we're going to jump into Matthew chapter 7 and the first 5 verses of Matthew chapter 7. So let me read it for you. And you've heard this before, but just listen. Judge not that you be not judged. For with judgment you pronounce, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log that is in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when there is a log in your own eye? You hypocrite! First take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. The Bible's full of warnings against Christians passing judgment on others, yet we seem to live in a place that we always want to pass judgment on others. I mean, I do it, you do it, we all do it. Basically, we're sinful creatures, we know that, and because we're sinful human beings, we tend to sort of excuse and find excuses for our sin, and we condemn others for theirs. And here Jesus even goes even further. He basically points out and says that people excuse themselves from sins far worse than the ones they judge people for. See, one of the things Jesus is trying to show us here is the remedy to a judgmental attitude. And the real remedy, the real way to fix the attitude that's judgmental that so many of us live with so often, is for us to have an understanding of our own needs to be healed spiritually, our own needs for righteousness, our own needs for real mercy. See, the hypocrisy that Jesus is criticizing here, it's fed by pride. And so often, that is the root of the log that's in our own eye that he's referring to. You see, God is, whenever Jesus came here for our sins, he decided to judge Jesus in our place. Jesus, a man who never sinned, never did anything wrong, took your place and took my place. Yet we feel that we still have the right to judge somebody else. I want you to think about just the logic of that for a second. Yeah. If we are truly united in Jesus Christ, through his cross, then our judgment is already behind us. We're at that moment liberated. We are freed from the need to judge others, because we're already living in a grace we didn't deserve. Church, I encourage you to not walk in a judgmental spirit, but instead to walk in that grace and love that you were given already, and give that same grace and love to other people around you. I don't know if you're noticing a trend in all these lessons, but these are the lessons that Jesus gave us in the very first Gospel of Matthew. Over and over and over again. Love, show mercy, show grace. Quit judging. Nobody likes somebody who's all judgy. And quite frankly, we don't have a right to do it, because we're just as screwed up as they are. And we didn't hit a home run. We got saved and God put us on third base. And so I encourage you this week, try and catch yourself in those moments when you want to judge, and instead operate in grace and in mercy and in love, that lavish love, that free grace that Jesus gave you. and do your best to give that grace outside. I love you guys. I hope you're having a great week, and I will see you later on. Make sure your kids are watching their Disco Kids videos every evening at 5. And make sure you're jumping in our small groups. I just got done with the men's small group for tonight, and it was awesome. We had a great talk, and I encourage you. We had 6 or 7 guys that showed up, and so I encourage you, come next week. It'll be awesome. And for the rest of you guys, find your group tonight. For everybody watching this, tonight is the women's group that my beautiful and incredibly smart and godly wife Sarah leads. I'm allowed to say that. But she leads one tonight at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow night, Pastor Jeff and Emily lead one for couples. They're all good, so I encourage you, jump in on one. Love you. See you later.